Welcome to the Great Mechanical Pencils YouTube channel. Today we're looking at the Pentel P1075, also known as the IRIS. This set of super rare pencils is on loan from the Knockologist collection, so I wanted to start the video with a shout out and a sincere thank you to the Knockologist for allowing me to share these amazing pencils with you. The Pentel IRIS emerges from a fascinating period in the evolution of Japanese stationery, a time when Pentel was cementing its reputation as an innovator in writing instruments. Founded in 1946 as Japan Stationery Limited, Pentel had already made waves in the 1970s with its Sharp series, which introduced to us in 1970 the iconic P1075. The Sharp pencils were designed to meet the needs of professionals, students, and draftsmen, boasting superior construction and a sleek, utilitarian aesthetic. The IRIS, which appears to be introduced in the mid to late 1970s, seems to have been a specialized offshoot of this lineage, likely a limited edition or niche model aimed at a discerning audience in Japan. The IRIS came in 0.5 millimeter and in 5 base colors: black, red, blue, green, and orange, or maybe yellow. The IRIS features a highly machined pinstripe barrel, a hallmark of the 1970s aesthetics that exudes both sophistication and a touch of retro flair. At this time, Pentel also released the P805, which is a less flashy version of the IRIS. The IRIS is unapologetically flashy, and that's part of its charm. The pinstripes aren't just for show, they're a statement. As you can see here, for the most part, the pencils are identical with the exception of the rear barrel. The IRIS features diamond machining and 15 pinstripes, while the P805 was smooth with 14. In a time when many mechanical pencils were designed to be purely functional, the IRIS added a layer of fun and personality. And it's no wonder today that it's a favorite among collectors of vintage mechanical pencils. It's pencils just like this that is the reason this channel exists. These amazing pieces of art and history are going to be lost to us if we don't document them. They're getting harder and harder to find. Here's a catalog image from the late 1970s that was shared by another collector. This image is significant because for some of us, this was the first exposure to the model name of IRIS. Luckily, the model number is stamped on the pencil. We'll get to that in just a minute. The catalog lists the IRIS at 1,000 yen. According to inflationtool.com, the value of 1,000 yen in 1977 is about 1,778 today, or about $12 US, so it was a moderately priced pencil for its time. These next few images are just one of the packaging options that I was able to find. Could you imagine walking into an old stationery store and finding one of these under a shelf somewhere? Next up, let's have a look at the physical characteristics of the pencil. While shorter than most, this is very similar to the P200. We'll take a closer look at that in just a second. Here's a good look at the IRIS compared to the P200. As you can see, it's a little bit shorter, but almost the same diameter. The weight and balance between the P200 and IRIS are very similar, both weighing in at 10 grams. Wanted to kind of give you a feeling here of what it's like to hold the pencil and where the pocket clip hits you when you're holding it. And although it's shorter than what I'm used to, it's not that uncomfortable to use. Before I get to the demonstration, I wanted to talk to you about the precision of the IRIS. I have covered the procedure I use in other videos, so to keep things moving, I'm not going to cover it here, but I will leave links at the end of this video to other ones that show you how I do it. So I measured the precision for each pencil in the set, and then I took the average for the entire set. The average was 0.52 millimeters per knock, which is amazing, but not surprising coming from Pentel. In this last part of the video, we're going to take the pencil apart and try to figure out how it was made. To Take the pencil apart. First, start by removing the eraser cap. Next, remove the eraser. Notice it has a lead jam clearing rod. Remove any lead. And then you can unscrew the tip. Next, you can pull the internal mechanism out from the eraser end. We'll take a closer look at the clutch here in a minute. But this high-quality 3-jaw brass chuck is just what you'd expect from Pentel at the time. Next, you can unscrew the grip. The grip is made entirely of plastic. The upper part of the barrel is plastic, which appears to have a brass insert that is threaded to receive the grip, but also an external metal piece that is grooved and then machined. We're going to take a close-up look at that right now. I'll be honest with you, when I first saw the Iris, I did not recognize the amount of machining that went into this pencil. There are 15 grooves machined into the pencil body, and then the outermost area has a diamond pattern engraving. Then a high contrast paint that matches the grip is added to the groove, making for these amazing pinstripes. The eraser cap is metal and has a flat end. There is a groove embossed into it that makes a friction fit when it is inserted over the lead tube. A fixed ring on the pencil body holds the external machine sleeve in place. It says Pentel 0.5 P1075 and made in Japan. The grip is one solid piece and it's made from plastic. Here's a close-up of the chuck in action. And lastly, the tip has a 2mm fixed lead sleeve. To keep the video moving, I'm going to speed up the reassembly. While the pencil is going back together, I wanted to take a minute and thank you for watching. If you're enjoying these videos, please hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And as always, if you have some information to share, please leave a comment. We're going to wrap up the video with a look at some date codes. This is pretty fun because we can actually determine the day these were manufactured. Around the time Pentel received their GIS permit, they also started using a 6-digit date code. The format is year, month, day. Nimrod has found this to be true as early as December 1975. So the good news is, if you have a pencil with this sticker on it, it might have a date code. The iris is a reminder that even everyday objects can become works of art. Plus, it's refreshing that when you look back in an age when most of these pencils looked alike, Pentel was willing to take some risks and have a little fun with some designs. As we run through the rest of the set, I wanted to take a minute and see if I could get some feedback. Are these videos too long, or maybe are they too short? Maybe they're boring. Anyway, I have some ideas for the channel, and I'll keep cranking them out as long as you keep watching. But if you have some ideas or some suggestions, please let me know. My goal is to release at least a video every 2 weeks, but more often when I can. It really depends on what you want to see and how far down the rabbit hole I can go. Some pencils, especially Pentel, are documented very well, but others not so much. Yeah, I have no idea what that says. Okay, guys, that wraps up this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one. I'd like to be sure to acknowledge Nimrod for his comprehensive guide to Pentel pencils. And thank you also to the Knockologist for sending me these awesome pencils to share with you.